Hi, this is Master Ken. So yesterday I sit down with my clients and we do a consulting work, and I help the consultants, my clients to find out which columns they want to keep and which column they want to remove. So that is step-by-step things that we remove it from. So that's why you can see there's a lot of steps here. It's just keep removing. Okay, do you want this? Right, you want this one. So there are several steps here that can be combined to one. And if you look carefully to remove columns, that's what you can do. And if you recall that in my previous video and how to speed up, I use the table.selectColumns. Now in the table.selectColumns, right, even this video itself, it says that you need to list out the columns that you want to select. So in the process, it actually, after we do all this remove columns and so on, we come up with a list that we want to keep. And at this point, we know that these are the columns that we want to keep. But obviously, there's a lot of columns you want to keep, right? I mean, how do you copy this row and then put it into the here in the list? So how do you do that? Well, first you right click here, choose duplicate, and it becomes this list here. And then now notice that it's become a list. Okay, it's from here. From this list, I just want the column names, and the M language is that you call the table.column names. And the table that you provide is from this step here. This step itself is a table, so we call the table the columns names. Now with this here, what you do is you right click here, choose to table. Okay, so maybe I'll just do it again, right? Let's delete this. Delete this. So come over here, right click, choose duplicate. So we use duplicate because we just want a snapshot of it. Okay, basically it's duplicate, and then we identify the steps. So notice that this is remove columns and this is rename. So this is after you're done, you have to rename. So we can, in fact, all this step can be also combined to one step. So let's just right click, delete until the end. Okay, again, right click to the until end. And so now you have keep with this list. There are other columns you want to remove. So, maybe we still have that. Okay, yeah, this is the list that we want to keep. Okay, except the last one. What is this about? This is double click this. What is that about? Nothing. It's not there. Okay. Anyway, you want to have this list. So now the idea is that we want to keep the columns here. So how do you keep that? Well, is that you go to add a step, and then here we type table.columns names. So this is the list that we want. Okay, and then complete this step here after you column names. But now is that in order for us to select columns, each of the columns name must be enclosed with a quotes, not just a single quote. Here is a wrong explanation, but then how do we do that correctly? Is that I've converted into a table. So now it's a table. So now I go to the add columns. Oh wait, right click just to come to table. It should have an additional step here. So I have a call. Okay, so now it's a table. And now I can go to custom column. And over here, I'm going to have the get inside and then double quote join with the columns here. So notice is that I actually use 4 double quotes and click oh yeah, there's an N here. So click OK and you can see that this is now the column's name and it's now enclosed with a double quote enclosed with a quote. So now we turn this into a list. How do we turn that? That we use another table. But just before that, let's just choose this one here. Remove the column. And the way to do that is that we add this tail. So that's a column. So we're going to use the text dot combine. So text.combine will accept a list. So we're going to change that to a custom. And then the separator is a comma. And let's just see. It works perfectly well. Okay, so this is the list we want to go for. See here? Okay, so this list, you can cut it and paste it somewhere you want to. Yeah, maybe I'll just put it here. See, I want to use this list. And so now, what's come here, let's just close this. Discard. So now I come over here, this is the table. Let's say I want to just keep those table. So what I can do is select the table. And I call add a step. And what I do is that I put a select dot select columns. And now I'll put a curly bracket, paste the list of them here, close parentheses, enter, and it should be working, right? Let's see why it doesn't work. Let's see. Okay, let's just press this button. Alright, so there are something is not there. Where is it? Oh yeah, there is a comma, extra comma here. So we don't need this here. Okay, delivery address is not there. That's because we have already renamed it to many things here. So we can just remove it later. Okay, there is some error here. But anyway, it just demonstrates to you how easy to keep all those rows that you want, all those columns that you want from the source, which you have so many columns that you want, and you want to do it one by one. You can, right? Or you can use this one single end language to combine all the steps. The choice is yours. And that's complete. Show you how to do this faster by knowing table.column names. Yeah, all these tools are available for you, and you just need to think about how can we improve, how can we, and God will give you ideas to solve it faster than ever. Thank you for watching. God bless you. God bless Asia.